Quick audio test. Hello and welcome to Train Symphonetic. First of all, can I just confirm that anyone can hear me? If anyone can hear me, can you please just stick in chat? So, this is my new stream. Am I actually getting sound? Just quickly testing to see if I got sound. Let me just go onto my phone and see what I can hear. Just testing that, giving myself a second. Can I hear myself? Come on, phone. Just give me a second. Can I hear myself? Yes, I actually got working sound. That's a miracle, Cole. So, welcome to Train Symphonetic. This is a new thing I'm going to be trying for the next few months. It's going to be sharing all the news and news from the modern railway world. If you have anything you want me to share, please send me an email on my contact details. Some of the news I got here is a bit old, but it's all interesting stuff. So let me press a button and hopefully go across to that. Also, feel free to talk in chat. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to put a comment in chat and I'll try to respond to you. If I start looking that way, that's because that's my streaming machine, and just here is whereabouts I've got the information I want to share. So let me just swap over. Okay, so this is the first thing I want to share with you. It's Batman news. They have announced the new Midland Express train set, which come with a Jubilee Class 460 locomotion, two coaches, oval off track, and AC mains wall transformer. Look like it's a good kit to get you into the hobby if you're just starting or starting again. It looked quite good. Look like everything you need to go and get going, and look like a nice little set. So this is something which I think is quite an interesting model. I don't really know the history of it, but it's an interesting thing. I'll now move on to the next bit, which is the Hornby 2018 mid-year range announcement. So everybody must probably seen this already, but it's something which I think could do with a bit of a chat from me. First one they talk about is this Hitachi Class 800 Zero, the one with a Paddington Bear on it. I think it's a very interesting model, and if I ever have the money for that again, I think it's something I would like. And the Paddington Bear is a nice thing to show Paddington, good way to show Paddington. Then you also had a new train pack and this locomotion. So interesting bits for the hobby. I think this looked like a nice little kit, a little set, and could be quite nice all over on layouts. So now for some Deadpool news. First thing I found was the Class 7S 007 004 Class 57 Pannier London Transport loco in 00 gauge. I don't mean 00, I mean O gauge. It's quite an interesting loco. Nice thing. Looked very well detailed, and Deadpool is always a good manufacturer. Sticking on for the Deadpool thing, wrong thing. This announcement came up a few weeks ago. They're delighted to announce a new member of the Deadpool team, which basically meaning that they're bringing sound projects in-house. Hang on, I've got my computer being a pain. So, this is interesting. It means they no longer need to get somebody external to do their sounds, which means that they must be thinking of sound in their locomotions. Another interesting announcement I've seen is a new Gauge Master collection. It seems like everybody's now doing all the big model shops are doing their own range of locos to get what they want out there. So they're starting off with N-Gauge, and it got quite a short lead time, only November. And they look like quite well designed locos with quite a few good features in it. So it's an interesting one. So they've joined the same ranks of Hattons who bring out their own locos, the Cornish Model Shop, and Rails of Sheffield. So a lot of model shops are now bringing out their own range of locomotives and locos, which I think is an interesting way to go. Another thing I found for the hobby is Dremel's bringing out a home laser cutter. Some people will be wondering what I was saying about this. I think it's an interesting step for hobby. And hello, Graham. Yeah, I know they're expensive, but with somebody like Dremel bringing out a home model, it's showing that it might eventually get into the realms of affordable things one day, as mass producer like Dremel have the ability to gradually get the cost down, but it's a very expensive piece of kit. So these are the news stories which caught my eyes. On Saturday's video, that was Rowett. Very good video, very good show in my opinion. Let me just go and get the website up. Try to find it. So this is the show I went to on Saturday. I only ever really do a few layouts, because I find that if I do everything, I spoil the fun of the show. But it's a show I really want to go to again next year. It was a bit of a drive for me, but the layouts there were of such high quality, I had real problems deciding which layouts to actually show. A few layouts I couldn't actually film because it was just so busy to actually get there. But the club did a really good show. The club did a really good show, and I found it really well organised. Yeah, Graham, there's just 2 of you in chat, but everyone should feel free to talk in chat. So yeah, Rowetts is definitely worth it. We'll be going there next year, and I actually bought something from there which I haven't received yet, which will be an interesting video in a few weeks' time. I'm planning to do these live streams every Wednesday around 8 o'clock with all the news I can find in the week. So so I'll be trying to do all the news in the hobby which I'll find out. So if anybody have any news, please send me an email to the one in my description. If there's any shows that want to be promoted, just send me a link. Next week's show might be a bit late as I got something on, and then July there's 2 weeks when I won't be having any live stream because I'm up to something, but I got something on there instead. This is going to be as well as my normal Saturday videos. It's something which could be interesting to try. It will be running up to the beginning of September, and like I said, if anybody have any news they want to share, just let me know. My setup here is currently a bit of a mess. If you could see what I can see, you would be wondering why I'm actually streaming at the moment. Yeah, Brian, I'm actually down south in the country. I got family in the middle area, so that's why I try to do shows around me. I try not to give out too much detail, but I'm London-ish, or just to the side of it. Yeah, these live streams will be Wednesdays till I go back to uni, as well as my normal streams. I got a few weeks when I got stuff on, but it's nice to have people watching. Feel free to give me information, and feel free to share that I'm doing this with other people. So I'm going to leave you now because I think you must be bored with me. So thank you very much for watching, and look out for my video. I'll be doing more shows during the year, so thank you very much, and I'll see you all on Saturday's video. Bye.